Welcome to the September 2012 edition of Speed News. We're coming to you live from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course during the NASA Nationals. This episode we're going to talk about the wide world of NASA, the new Toyo Proxys RR, and the book, The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Plus, we have a barn-burning GoPro Hero Move of the Month. Welcome to Speed News, the National Autosport Association's video news magazine, with hosts Rob Kreider and John Lindsay, joined by an ever-changing group of NASA members and staff. Speed News keeps you up to date on all of the happenings around the NASA motorsports world. Because of NASA, we drive harder.
Hello, I'm your host Rob Kreider here for the September edition of Speed News with my host John Lindsay and JJ. And we're here at the NASA Championships at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, presented by Toyo Tires. And I want to talk to JJ. He's a director here for the Honda Challenge. So JJ, what's your job here at the championships?
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, again, my name is JJ. I'm the race director for the Mid-Atlantic region of NASA, also the race director here for Honda Challenge by HPD here at the championships. My job as race director is to basically monitor the whole operation and make sure that driver conduct and driver safety and all of those things are really adhered to. Been with NASA for 13 years now as race director in Mid-Atlantic, and my 7th season here at Nationals. Looking forward to a good turnout this year, Rob.
So now, JJ, you're the director for Honda Challenge, which is presented by HPD. So what are some of the things you're looking for really for your race group to happen this weekend? Any issues with tech, anything happening in regards to, any on-track action? How's practice going?
Rob, yeah, no, thus far we haven't really had many issues. It's been mostly practice at this point. We will actually begin the technical inspections to verify that all the cars are technically sound the way they need to be later on in the day, starting later on this afternoon and throughout the rest of tomorrow and then again on Saturday. Thus far in practice, we haven't had any issues. Everybody's been well behaved and doing exactly what we want them to do.
Besides road racing, obviously we're here at the NASA Championships in Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, but, John, NASA's involved as a sanctioning body for a number of different types of motorsports. So why don't you walk us through a couple different things that NASA's involved in now?
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, this is our big signature event, but really we do a lot of other stuff. I like to refer to us almost as the Walmart of motorsports, where you can find just about everything at NASA. We do drifting, we do rally, we do autocrosses, we do time trial events. We also have a number of, we work with car shows. We just about do everything in motorsports that you could think of. Not a lot of drag racing yet. We sanctioned One Lap of America every year. Great event. Brock Yates Jr. putting that on. Absolutely super event. But, really another key event that we have in our calendar, we have the National Championships here presented by Toyo Tires, and then we also have the 25 Hours of Thunderhill. But another signature event is Hyperfest, which the Mid-Atlantic region has put on for a long time. Big event over in Summit Point in West Virginia. I think about 12,000 spectators or so through the gate this year, and it really is just a carnival of motorsports. So I think JJ, of course, is from the Mid-Atlantic region, so he can tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, John, we did have a little over 13,000 spectators this year at Hyperfest. Hyperfest is one of those things that we really look forward to every year. It's one of the fun things we get to do. To sum it up, Hyperfest is an automotive amusement park where our job is to try to turn spectators into participants. And, we do that through a variety of reasons. We got the drifting, we've got the rollover competition, we've got the stunt bikes, just a plethora of things out there for everybody to really enjoy and try to get people interested in the road racing aspect of it.
So you heard it here from John, NASA is the Walmart of motorsports. So John, does that mean that everything from NASA is built in China?
Well, Rob, nothing against our friends in the Chinese industries, but we are made in America here at NASA and really enjoying seeing everybody from all across the country here. So, yeah, some stuff's made in China, but, we're all here in the heartland of America enjoying the national championships.
Okay. Yeah, John, we certainly are here in the heartland of the United States of America, having a great time here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. And that takes us to our first commercial break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at a new product from Toyo Tires.
State your desires.
Speed, adrenaline, competition.
Calculating. Result in 3, 2, 1. The National Autosport Association. Start here.
Welcome back to Speed News. We're here now with Mark Sonsenbacher. He's with Toyo Tires at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course for the NASA Championships. And Mark, last night during a big party we had here at the track, there was a big announcement about a new Toyo tire. And why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, last night we introduced the Proxys RR, which is behind me here. It's our new non-shave needing 2-groove DOT approved tire to replace the RA1 that everybody knows and loves here in NASA. So we've spent a lot of time with the folks at NASA developing a tire and testing a tire specifically for the needs of the NASA and the grassroots racers, and we think we got a home run on our hands.
Now, I had a chance to talk with John Mueller. He got to be part of your tire test. He's from WeekendRacer.com. He drove a Miata for you, and he said he really loved the tire, had a lot of longevity. What were you looking for? Was it more performance or longevity, or kind of a combination of the two?
You know, we think we have a pretty good grasp on what the NASA racers need, and really our goals were longevity and consistency and an RA1-like feel. We wanted to have a tire that wasn't a huge departure from what you guys are used to from a driver feel perspective. A byproduct of that is we happen to get a tire that's a lot faster. So speed was not our first priority. We were just really looking for consistency, driver feel, and a good tire that was very good for the grassroots type racer. And like I said, it just happens to be a lot faster.
Now, John, at the championships here, Toyo's kicking out a lot of contingency money. Is that correct? How much are you looking at?
You know, Rob, it's big dollars. I don't know the exact figure because I'm not in the marketing and sales department. That's Jeremy Crozet who does all that work for us. But we do have, in general, over $1.3 or $1.4 million in prizes available for our racers this year. Toyo is a huge part of our program and everything we do, so we greatly appreciate the support. And the new RR is a great example of that, listening to what our guys need and then really going the extra mile to make that tire for us. So we're looking forward to seeing it out there. Pretty enthusiastic response. As we said, we did a lot of testing, working very closely with Toyo. So once again, you know, great partnership, and we're looking forward to many more years.
So, Mark, we have a lot of competitors here at the championships, and different classes, different cars have different sizes, obviously. What size are you guys looking to produce for the RR at Toyo?
We have a staggered timetable. Right now, it's available in the most popular sizes used in the Spec Miata E30 and 944 classes. So a 205/50/15 and a 225/50/15 are the two sizes that are available for sale today that are going to make an immediate switch for the 2013 season. We also have the 275/35/18, which is used by some of the Spec Z competitors and a lot of the American Iron guys. And we'll be slowly releasing more sizes to try to bring more classes into the fold and switch those over to that being a spec tire here in the first quarter of 2013.
So racers who want to buy the tire right now, where can they get it?
Any of our list of authorized motorsports dealers or the full line of Toyo dealers. And on toyotires.com, we have a real accurate web finder for where they can find their dealer located next to them and find the closest dealer to them.
All right, Mark, thanks for your time today. Thank you for putting that tire together. I know a lot of NASA racers will be utilizing it, especially in the spec classes. Obviously, they have to. So, but having a tire that's going to work for them and be able to get to the track, finish the race, that's what we're looking for. And so, from the guys I talked to that tested it, they're real happy with it. So, thanks a lot.
No problem. We appreciate it, guys.
All right, that takes us to our next break. When we come back, we'll talk about a book called The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Welcome to another episode of Racing No Filter. Joining me in sunny California, Bill Wood, and down in sunny Florida, Peter King.
We're going to take a look at some of the products HPD has created for the 2012 Honda Civic, and specifically we're going to show you how to install an adjustable sway bar.
Until then, folks out there, you take care.
Welcome back to Speed News. Before we get to our last segment about the book from Garstein, The Art of Racing in the Rain, we're going to talk about a little bit of racing in the fire. I'm here with Jim Pantis, and he is the September GoPro Hero of the Month, because you're going to see shortly here on our NASA Vision 6000, he is really a hero and involved in a hellacious wreck with an enormous fire, and actually helped out one of his buddies, another racing competitor, and got him out of the burning car, which you see behind us. So, Jim, tell me how that all went down.
First off, I ran into the backbone, so that probably started the fire. But no, in all seriousness, the fire, his gas tank started leaking. I noticed that I didn't realize it was gas. I thought it was some kind of fluid. All of a sudden, I hear a whoosh, realized I needed to get out of my car as fast as possible. I got out of my car, then I turned and looked and was looking for the other driver, did not see him. And so, but I could hear screams, and so I ran over to the car, yelled, "Are you still in there?" And he said yes. So I ran around the other side of the car and did everything I could to get him out.
Now, we see in the video you actually got your helmet off and you're helping your partner get out. Now, you've got some burns yourself to your face a little bit, and so besides just worrying about your own injuries, you're actually looking out for one of your competitors. Pretty impressive.
Thanks. Well, you know, I knew that would be a horrible way to go. So, and after what I just gone through, I realized it was hot in there. So I wanted to help him as fast as I could. So
quite an understatement, hot.
Yeah, hot was the key word there, especially based on the burns I've got now. So
what do you think, Pantis? A little bit of spray paint. We got that thing back on the track. You be racing by tomorrow or what?
We're working on it. We're trying to find somebody with a porta power to pull that thing out, but and a buffer.
Now, after you were there you're on your own before the safety crews got there from Mid-Ohio. So, John, why don't you tell us a little about the safety crews and you know, their response and how they do their job out here? And obviously, they're right behind Jim here to put the fire out.
Well, they are the best in the business. Mid-Ohio safety crew is wonderful, and I mean, they were right there. You know, if you look at the video, it seems like forever, and I'm sure for Jim it felt like forever when you're sitting there and something like that is happening and you're on fire, basically. But when they get there, you know, they have a number of trucks with a lot of water and a lot of dry chem, so they went to work right away, got it out, made sure both guys were okay. You know, I got there right after the impact of the fire, because I was over doing some work and I saw that go up, and I was there pretty quick, and you guys were already out, just kind of, you know, getting checked out and all that. So that's the reason we count on those safety crews. We depend on them, and we really owe them a lot of thanks. And of course, Jim, we owe you thanks. I mean, you are the hero of the month, if not the year, if not the decade. Pretty impressive, man.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Yeah, we all do. So scary deal, but everything came out okay. And once again, you know, safety is cheap.
All right, Jim, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. I want to shake your hand. You are our GoPro Hero of the Month, and actually, of all the ones we've done so far on Speed News, you really are the best hero we've had so far, so congratulations for that. And so now we're going to jump out of the fire and into some rain and come back to the podium when we talk about the art of racing in the rain. Welcome back to Speed News. Now, this is the only time probably that either John or I will be on the podium here at Mid-Ohio. What do you think, John?
Oh, absolutely, Rob. You know, I don't have much of a shot. I never had that much talent anyway, and I've been retired for a little bit from actually competition racing. But yeah, this is a nice view here. Not one that I've seen very often.
Yes, it does look good up here. It's good to be on top for sure. So there'll be many champions. In fact, how many champions are we going to put up on here this weekend?
You know, I want to say it's 37 champions in a number of different classes, including our time trial program. So a lot of people getting a lot of hardware. You know, as we've been saying all along, big bucks, 1.4 million or so that folks can walk home with. I think the Spec Miata race, I want to say it's almost 10 grand in cold hard cash from Toyo and Mazda alone. And also those guys have a shot to win a pro ride for the whole year in the MX-5 Cup if they win. So that's a big prize.
Nice. So 37 champions. These two guys won't be either one of them. But one of the things I want to talk about that came out in Speed News last month is we had an interview with the writer of the book, The Art of Racing in the Rain, which is actually going to be a movie now. And John, I know that it's probably not a book you read because there's no pictures in it, but did you get a chance to look at that?
Of course I did, Rob. It wasn't. I'm waiting for the comic book edition to be a little easier for me, but yeah, I mean, great book. It really understand. You know, it's something that can help someone who's not a racer really understand the passion that we have to do what we do. It's not a logical thing to do. Go racing. Tremendous commitment of time, resources, and just your heart has to be in it. And that book really, I mean, it gave a great perspective on it from the you know, perspective of a dog. Kind of a real cool third-person way to do it. But again, a great book that, you know, if you can maybe talk your wife or significant other into reading it, they might understand what we do every weekend a little bit better.
You know, what I loved about the book, John, was besides, you know, Garth Stein wrote a great book about racing, but, you know, specifically Thunder Hill was mentioned, which is cool for us California racers and all the 25 Hours Thunder Hill guys. I thought it was pretty cool, but my wife loved the book, my mother-in-law loved the book, and it's just like you said, I mean, this book has really transcended racers for sure. I mean, racing was kind of the backdrop of the book, which was mentioned in the article by Brett Becker. And, you know, it was a great book, and, you know, I mean, everyone I know that's read it absolutely loves it. I haven't met a single person who didn't like it. It's really only, for me, it's only second to the 1989 February issue of Playboy. So a second to that, you know, really it's my second favorite read. So how about you?
Well, I don't remember the 89 edition, and I always...
Oh, it was good.
I've always been a fan of, the 1989 Ford shop manual with all the wiring diagrams, because I had a car it was an '89 Ford, but yeah, Rob, that's good.
All right, well, hey, if you haven't had a chance to look at it, take a look at it. It's a great book. Mentions racing. You can get a feel for kind of a high-performance driving, kind of NASA feel through the whole book itself, and I'd recommend it. So, hey, that wraps it up here at Mid-Ohio, and next month, come back to Speed News on GoRacingTV.com.